you doing? Robby Richmond here for the shooter defence post-match shenanigan thing that we did. We've got a proper name for this yet still. Tweet me in, because I'll, do it. I'll just keep calling it shenanigan in the meantime. So, Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. Craig Paulson is the star of the show this week. Quite astonishing, I'll admit. Yeah, absolutely. There's this thing where Liverpool players do this thing where they get interviewed in the press and go, "Oh, yeah, like we're feeling really confident, and I've had a hard time of it." That's fair enough. I understand that. Sports people are allowed to have a hard time with things. Of course they are. But it's amazing how many times things like this happen. I mean, it happened to Mignolet, it happened to Lallana. I seem to think it's happened to Gini Wijnaldum as well, and now it's happened to Lovren. At least twice with Lovren, actually, where they've gone into the press and said, uppity beat, we're confident. And then, Icarus. Everyone knows the story of Icarus, yeah? I don't mean the documentary about Russians cheating at Winter Olympics. I mean, like, the story of Icarus, wings, too close to the sun. Shit metaphor. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, 2 individual mistakes, and we're all pointing the finger at Lovren. Later on, he did actually make a rather splendid challenge, tackle, block, call it what you will. It is what it is. See, here's the thing. Now, I am pro VAR. I'm pro it, right? But that's because I watch a lot of other sports. I watch it in cricket. I watch it in rugby league, rugby union. An absolute myriad of American sports all use some variation of VAR. Now, there's at least 2 penalties and potentially 2 red cards. What are you going to do? He's only human, and he's only intimidated by the crowd at Old Trafford, as so many referees are. Same when they come to Liverpool, same when they go to, well, not the Emirates, but it's funny how it's happening at Manchester City now that all of a sudden they get some very unusual decisions, that lots of offside goals that are actually, offside. Not offside, given goals that are actually offside. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm pro VAR. I always have been. And days like today prove why we need it, right? And I don't give a flying fish stick if you think, oh yeah, but it takes the argument out of the sport. It takes the discussion out of sport. No, it does not. It does not do that. One of the few things that VAR pointed out to me, is that a lot of the former players that are now commentators don't know the rules, and that's across a broad spectrum of sports, particularly in rugby union. Yes, I'm talking about you, Austin Healy. The issue is that it needs to be fixed. It needs to be introduced, right? And I would honestly, if it had been the other way round, I swear, hands down, swear down, if it had been the other way around and Liverpool had got some dodgy decisions out of the ref, I'd still say the same thing, because it's for the betterment of the game, right? It's for the betterment of the game. I've heard some really, really weird arguments and discussions of VAR, and again, the thing that points out to me is that people don't watch enough of the sport. Now, not everyone's got as much time as me to stay up all night watching sport. All right, that's where, hey, listen, you don't want my insomnia either, but hey, it doesn't matter. There's an argument to get it done right, and it needs to be introduced, because it just makes an absolute joke of the game. That was 2 of those decisions are absolute jokes. They're just, you can't have, Paulson's a very experienced ref, yeah? And it is not a case of saying you can't do your job. It is a case of saying we can do something to help you, right? If you watch, honestly, this is something for a much, much longer discussion, right? But if you watch somebody there's a game of rugby on right now, right? Ireland and Scotland, as I'm recording this. Wayne Barnes is an English referee. He will use the 4th official. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to do exactly what he says. And because there's a big screen in every stadium in rugby, he can make the assessment himself. Okay. In rugby league, they talk through what they're actually looking for. They will say what they're looking for, and the commentators do the courtesy of shutting the fuck up. Of all the things that desperately need to be introduced with regards to VAR, is that if a referee is talking, there should be complete silence from the commentary team. Complete silence. Because, once again, you find yourself in a situation where you're disrespecting the referee. Okay? And there's still loads and loads and loads of that happening that we don't like. Yeah? And listen, the fallacy that rugby players are polite to referees. Nope. Listen, United won. Big win. We're still fine. It's a disappointing result because we were the better side. And we, 2 reds. I'd say 2. Other people are saying 3 penalties. Realism bites. You ain't going to get fucking penalties at Old Trafford. You aren't. Right? If you do, fucking good luck. You aren't. Definitely not getting fucking red cards. Where's rocking all shit? Let's be real. So... yeah, alright, we've lost. It hurts because it's them. Are we in bad shape? Are we fuckers like? We'll be alright. It's disappointing. Take a breath, shrug your shoulders as I usually do, and we'll move on. That was 6.5 minutes. Astonishing. Well played to the goalie that's not going to be there next year. What the fuck are United going to do without him? We're just going to find out, isn't it? See you later. Take it easy.